Maybe you can sell that before you start.
And we are live. Hello everybody, how's everybody doing today? As you can see, today we are doing a little different. We are painting some Skaven, specifically a rat ogre. I've already pre-sprayed this with Chaos Black. Pretty gruesome looking guy. And for reference photos as to kind of what we're going to be working off today, we'll be using the Citadel Colour app. And painting him to look similar to this. So that's what we're working with today. So first things first, we're going in with some Rakarth flesh. Hope everybody's day has been okay. And they haven't been too warm. I've managed to stay cool today. Oh, hey painters, hello book, how are you doing? We have our little rat ogre boy here. Doing well, just starting my day. Is it set to be a busy day today? I had to be for my beloved rat man. So normally you join this room a little bit later, so when I first saw you, I was like, yeah, I know exactly why he's here. Here and ready for his rat man. And there's Roth. Recently collected a large amount of rats, to be honest. Took the day off, actually. But I have D&D tonight. Ooh, very nice. So you woke up early on your day off, just so you could be here for your beloved Ratman. That means a lot. Thank you, book. What are you? What is your kind of character in D&D? I'm dedicated. Haha, you are indeed dedicated. I play a goblin rogue alchemist. Ooh. That sounds chaotic in the best way. Not a full metal alchemist. No, not a full metal one. So obviously I've painted over the base of black. I'm going to go in with a couple of layers just to make sure this obviously has full coverage as I want it to be. But using Chaos Black has definitely proven to be very, very helpful when it comes to basing my minis recently. Do you want a little look at what the base is looking like so far? I've picked from last week, actually. I'll drop it in the Discord. All of the rats. Yes, let's see it. Okie dokie. They're not 100% finished yet, but they're in the process. So this is what I've got so far. I've got 3 of these in total. I've made sure to go over the top with some ard coat just to kind of make it look extra shiny. So that's fun. Leave that there for a minute. Oh, so cool and vibrant. Thank you. I know I want it to be like a toxic style base, but not. I didn't want to just go over the top with Modern Earth, which is normally what I would do. I wanted something a little bit different, and I'm actually very happy with how it came together. It's not even finished yet. When it's finished, it will look even cooler. So aside from watching the stream and D&D tonight, have you got much else on for today, book? Just gonna play some Diablo 4. Sounds very chilled. Is the Paladin out yet? I do like Rakoff flesh as the base of this, actually. Works very well for an ogre. Yeah, Pally's been out for a few weeks, so fun. If you get back in Diablo 4, to be honest, you do play a lot of. Used to play a lot of Diablo, to be honest. The expansion campaign is really good. Their best yet. Just giving you more reason to want to get into a book. How long have you been doing D&D for, book? All of the game talk. Didn't need to knock you there. I've been playing with this group for 9 years, but overall about 14 years. Wow. And what's your current campaign? If there's anybody lurking but not commenting, that's absolutely fine. But we wouldn't mind liking the stream so they can push it out to more people. That would be wonderful. And if you are liking what you're seeing so far, then please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more streams. It's basically Fancy Germany post World War II. So the big city is divided between two factions. Ooh. That sounds very interesting, actually. I think I'm going to do his loincloth in a red colour, I'm pretty sure. RDM has a PhD in history, so they draw from that a lot. That's actually really cool. Very cool way to make ideas. Decant a little bit more paint. Was the weather looking less miserable there today? You said yesterday it was a little bit muggy looking. Actually ended up being a really nice day, so the record still holds. It was 30 degrees today. 29, 30 degrees. Went out first thing this morning and it was the perfect temperature. But throughout the day it's got to the point of just being too hot. So the trick is still to go out when it's still early, so we don't get too hot. What's the temperature looking like there at the moment? Because I know you said it can get quite low, considering. Blimey, 30 is a bit too high for me. Yep. It was 33 over the weekend, which was atrocious. It was so bad. Still dark outside here, like 10 degrees. You might randomly hear the Imperial March theme tune from Star Wars. Our neighbour appears to be watching it on full volume. Woke up whilst it's literally still dark to tune in for the stream. On a day off. Dedication right there. At least this time, like yesterday, I had to shut all the windows because there was the next door's little ones were playing in the garden, so I had to shut all the windows so you couldn't hear them. But then, as a result, I was melting in here. Whereas today, they've gone inside, so I can actually get some air in. So that's a little bit nicer. That paint has such good coverage, it's impressive. Yeah, I use this one quite a bit actually, Rakarth Flesh. I think I'll just do 2 coats all over just to make sure that it's covered as much as I want it to. But it is really, really good. My pot I got from the starter set is so lumpy. I've heard that about some of the paints, especially Rakoff. Like sometimes you get really lucky and get obviously quite a smooth one, or you get a really lumpy one. That's what I got with my first pot of White Scar, actually. It came and it was super lumpy. And it put me off using it more or less completely. Even though I got another one afterwards and it was fine, I'm not the biggest fan of it. The Games Workshop white pigment doesn't have a reputation. No, it doesn't. I've moved on to using, Vallejo model colour in white, and that works really well. The part ball bearings you can get are rather good at keeping the paints well mixed. And you can get these little mixing discs, the vibrating ones as well. Help with mixing paints. Pure white, I use Monument Hobbies titanium white. Okay, I haven't actually looked at their stuff. Let's give it a cancel a bit more. I have a nail polish shaker that I got off AliExpress for mixing paint. Works pretty well. Also a very good shout, actually. Not a bad idea there. I've not had to paint white yet, to be honest. I was leaving these out originally, and I thought when I go over with my flesh, like rotten flesh colour, it'll have better pigment payoff if I paint them lighter first. So I'm just going back over and filling those in. First white I will need to do will be the Hand of Saruman by Uruks. Ooh. To be honest, that's a pretty epic first time using white. Let's do the Hand of Saruman. Not bad for only one coat. The negative when it's not on a base is having to hold it from obviously various parts of the figure. My white skin recipe for my Skaven army is army painter gold grey for a base, then AP cold flesh for a highlight, then titanium white for an extreme highlight. Ooh. Yeah, that Mr. Nad, take notes. Also Spilleho pale sand to add some warmth. Very good idea, actually. Excuse me, one moment, I'm just going to quickly blow my nose. There we go. actually painted any Skaven before, so obviously we've now got quite a large collection, so painting Skaven is going to become a bit more normal for me. I have lots going now while I take the boring Stormcast Eternals. They're fun to paint though.
Still boring.
Yeah, Mr. Dare's actually right next to me because the little one is actually sleeping. For a change. Hope you like painting gold, Rothma. It's your favourite colour to paint, actually, isn't it? Gold?
Boring.
Make it murder green, you'll be fine. At least with the Skaven I can be actually pretty colourful if I wanted to be. Not looking forward to all that God's bonus. Might look alternative colour schemes. The other around do all blue with tiny touches of gold. It's either or you cover them in all gold and then you just smother them in blood for the blood god. You may be able to hear the children for a moment from next door. Most Stormcast schemes look so shiny and factory fresh. A battle-worn tarnished scheme could be cool. I think so. Some blood, maybe some verdigris. Would look very good. Yeah, just make them look like they've seen some stuff. I think that'll look better. I like the idea that the armour is all tarnished and worn down. Yeah. Just trying to make sure my brushes are nice and clean now before I move on to my next colour. Bless you. I'm taking very good care of my new brushes. I want to make sure they stay as nice as they can for as long as they can. As long as I can make them last, that is. Next colour for the fleshy, gross parts. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Bugman's Glow. One of my favourite colours, actually, to use Bugman's Glow. Just hear a fly bouncing around the room that I know is me driving my cats nuts. Yep, one of them's seen it, staring at it. Yeah, I think Bugman's Glow is a good colour choice. Looks very gross. The cats will want to find out what the fly's made of, yeah. If it belongs to the fly, it becomes a walk. Oh dear. Are you proud of that one, Mr. Nerd? Are you proud of that one? Yeah.
This is my best.
Wasn't your best. Do better next time. You know you've got better puns. Obviously, I know I'm not going to finish this whole guy off tonight, but even though obviously we're doing the commission piece assigned at the moment, what I will do is to break up the commissions. I'll do the commission piece, and then I'll do some more Skaven, and then I'll do my next commission piece. I heard chewing, and I think the cat has caught the fly. Guess the cat found out what the fly's made of.
It's definitely not warpstone.
Definitely not warpstone. Although if anybody could handle warpstone, it would be that one. Our orange one. It's a very raw looking rat. Orange cats are always agents of chaos, absolutely. Although we do have one who, I think in many ways she summons the chaos, but she stays very calm. And then the other orange cat just exhibits pure chaos energy. It's quite amusing though that out of all four cats, the other orange one, because our first one is a 14-year-old girl, and the only one she can kind of stand for more than a few minutes is the other orange. It's like she knows. The others will get smacked if they go near her, but he can go quite close, and she'll allow it. At least for a bit. The orange cats have a code. They must do. In our house, they definitely seem to. So having a very quick sip of a drink. I go in with my next paint, which will be some lead belcher. I'm using one of like the old gross looking brushes to can paint, and then using my nice neat brushes to actually apply it, so I don't ruin anything. To use brush soap or conditioner. At the moment I haven't been using anything for these. I've been cleaning them in hot water, and then if I really want to clean them, I'll put them in a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. But other than that, I just leave them to air dry after I've straightened out the tips. Definitely think I should invest in some brush soap though. Like a typical guy, I use whatever's in the arm's reach when I'm washing. We're talking about brushes, not our person.
Still works.
True. Nice to be back streaming again. I have a Da Vinci brush soap. Ooh. I'm waiting for a pun. Jeff McCones, I knew there was something coming. I can always tell when he gets a pun, because he's right next to me and I can hear him very quickly typing in response. So, oh no, he's got something. Because I'm just historically bad at taking care of my brushes. So I'm very heavy-handed, and then a lot of the time in previous things I used to forget to clean them. Something I need to get better at, so investing in a brush soap is probably a good idea. Very good idea for me, actually.
Plastic tips of gold dust, it sounds. So cats love.
Yeah. Yes, any of like the plastic caps that go on your brushes, you have to keep them safe and protected. If you don't immediately put them back on your brush, the cat will run off and chew it up. And then at that point, they'll come and take your brush too and run off with your brush. Because they like chasing brushes around the house. So you have to be protective of your plastic caps and then your brushes after. Sure, you have a standard 11 in 1 soap, aftershave, and engine lubricant Rothma. Pretty sure I bought him one of those. Comes with, comes with the added extra of being able to use it for milking your coffee as well. I think it works on my car as well. Lovely bit of universal grease. A little bit more silver. I don't know why men's products are marketed that way, actually. Because there's certainly no way a product that washes your hair can also condition it at the same time. Because it's got sulfates in it, so it just strips everything out.
Don't have any hair.
Or just don't have any hair, that's true. But then I will say, like, women's products, or like products that's specifically designed for women, some of them are so ridiculously expensive for what they are. A lot of men love the efficiency. I understand that. But at the same time, they can't work entirely the way they're supposed to.
Beard products are so overpriced for what they are.
Beard products.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can get stuff like shea butter and coconut oil for like a couple quid. And that works just as well as like beard creams. And it holds it in place. And a lot of the time, like shea butter and things is like the key ingredient in a lot of these things. It's like I happen to be a guy who has curly hair. So it's like a whole different range specifically just for curly hair. Like, why can't all shampoos just do the same thing?
You can, just use men's ones.
And so it's like you need to find products that are sulfate free, silicone free. It's like, why are you making this so difficult? I just want clean hair.
Maybe the Skaven was born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't think the Skaven has this problem.
No. Well, you don't know. He might be hiding a whole lock of like luscious hair underneath that helmet.
Or warpstone yeasties. More conditioner yeasties. Just Skaven things.
I don't know what accent I would give Skaven. If I was going to give them like a British one, I'd give them like Cockney.
Right, my love.
I feel like Cockney would be quite good for Skaven.
Got any of that warpstone?
Like, think Danny Dyer. That's how I imagine Skaven would sound if they were English. Well, that's pretty accurate.
I think it's someone from the Anyways Essex.
Yeah, actually, yeah. They definitely wouldn't have a super like punctuated accent, that's for sure. Trouble at the mill? Yeah. I'm trying to think of something else that I could relate it to. Yeah, the only one that would actually work would be Cockney. Skaven. What about Stormcast? What would they sound like?
Scottish.
Scottish?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, they do wear the blue. It's a proud Scottish people screaming in Gaelic as they run around. Sylvanethers wouldn't talk, they'd giggle. Or laugh demonically. Like little like fae, like pixies. But if anything, it would make them more sinister. They could definitely have like a lot of fun with accents, I'll see in the series that's coming out. I always imagine Skaven with a Yorkshire accent. That could also work as well, actually.
A couple of accents, so sure.
What, depicting them or speaking in them?
Only do very racist accents, which I'm not going to do.
Yeah, the Yorkshire accents. I like the Yorkshire accent. Never heard a motorbike go past. Yeah, I could really imagine that. I'm gonna go AFK for a bit. No worries at all, book. Just a little drink break. Top up a little bit of the Rakar flesh on his hand as well in a minute, whilst the silver dries. I also mean to turn the big light on. Thank you. Anything for master. Thank you, Igor. I think I'm gonna make this cloth red, you know.
Red loincloth.
Yeah. Why not?
What clan's red? What clan's red?
Either that or I'd go green. Green would also work for Skaven. I think in the art they just painted black. Oh no, they painted brown. It's a bit boring. Yeah, it needs to have some colour. I'm seeing a little green. I think green.
Green is clan squire. Or clan morbidus.
You're looking very specific into it, aren't you?
Yes. The clan's me.
Who owns this rat ogre?
It's not going to be black. It's black's clan. Wherever we the grey seed, we're really tight.
So green? Or should I just stick to brown?
No, green is clan squire. What are they known for? They're known for the weaponry, it's not. Yeah, I guess that is.
For an ogre? I'd say so. I need to find my green. I need a dark green, because right now I've only got bright greens and they are too bright. Like, I know we're looking at the warp, but warp stone glow might be a bit too vibrant. Just a tad bit too vibrant for what we're going for. Maybe it's a highlight shade.
It's not radioactive, you're right.
To be honest, it would work with the base.
It would work with the warp stone.
It would also work with the warp stone, which there is some on him, so I'll keep that for that as well. We'll quickly grab warg flesh. Warg flesh. There we go. Warg flesh. Do his belt brown, but his actual loinclothy part in green.
So random Skaven lore.
Mm.
Different clans have different specialities. So Clan Eshin is all about the gutter runners and the sneaky assassins.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. All about backstabbing and hiding in the darkness.
That sounds about right.
And Squire is essentially engineers. They use Warpknot, Jezels, which is snipers. Those have like warp-powered siege weapons. So they're the ones that Doom with the catapults and the Doom flares. I think they're called Doom flares.
That's good to know.
Clan Pestilence is all about poison and decay.
I would guess that with pestilence.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That tracks.
There is another clan which is all about mutations. Can't remember what that's called.
Would that be the one with the ogres?
That is the one with the ogre.
The one that would actually link to these. To be honest, if you look on the Warhammer page wiki, it might be under there.
No, that's too much. Then there is one clan which is. There's another clan which is all about the making the base trooper as strong as possible. So they're the ones that use the storm vermin and whatnot. They're the red ones. They're the cool ones. They're my favourite.
They're your favourite. Your favourite Scavy boys.
Yes.
Your favourite rat men.
So storm vermin are cool.
Storm vermin. Already having the name Storm vermin is pretty cool. Yeah, I like the green. There's a tiny bit of chainmail for that. I'm going to be going with some Balthasar gold in a minute. I think Balthasar gold with the green will look really cool. You also can see a little bit of a gross patch that I missed on his leg there, so I'll grab that in a second. So back in with a little bit of Bugmans. There we go. I'm going to step aside and just blow my nose real quick. Okay. I'm back in with that wild flesh. Oops. Maybe don't throw him. I'm going to be giving him glowing red mechanical eyes though. I felt that's fitting. Pick up a bit more Bugmans and paint his tail. His sweet little rat tail. Anyone who's tuned in and joined the stream a little bit later, welcome. If you'd like to comment, then obviously please do. If you don't want to, that's completely fine. But if you wouldn't mind liking the stream so we can please the algorithm gods, that would be wonderful. And of course, if you like what you see here, then subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the information for when the next stream is going to be. I'm going to hold off on repainting the hand because I'm kind of just using it to pivot around the figure, so I know the paint's going to come off that a fair bit, so I'm going to leave that for touch-ups until the very end. So that's going to be very rat-like. It is starting to look very rat-like. He has a pink tail and everything. Was it the pink tail that did it? Is that what made him look a rat officially? And now it's time for my other metallic. Which for that I'm using Balthazar Gold. I like that in the gold. And hanging out of this little pack that he's got is actually a little bit of stone. And I'm also going to do that chainmail in gold as well. there any other areas that are metallic? A little bit of cleanup of the green to do in a moment, that's fine. A little tree break. Okay, good green touch-ups done. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of Mournfang brown. Yeah, I think the Mournfang for his belt was a good idea. Pick up a little bit more Rakar flesh again now. And do a little bit of tidying up. There we go. The belt buckle is definitely made of wood, but I don't want to do the same mold thing. So I think I'll go with a little bit of it's champ flesh, I think. I have returned. Hello, book. Are you okay? Just to make the warpstone show up a little bit better, I'm going to go in with a tiny bit of white, and I'm going to go over the warpstone that's coming out of his backpack thing and a bit of the warpstone on his shoulder. And for that, I'm using the Loho model colour in white. It's coming together quite well. I'm also going to apply this over the eyes as well. Just then when I go in. The ratty is coming together nicely. He is. He's looking very rat-like. I'll tidy those up a little bit in a minute with some silver once it's dry. He's looking pretty menacing. There we go. What faction aside from Stormcast do you think would make a good matchup to play against Skaven? Ooh. Aside from any of like the human ones. lizardmen seems like natural rivals. That's what I was thinking as well, Rothman. The Beastmen faction, yeah. In old fantasy lore, they are ancient enemies. With the rats essentially ensuring the end times, whilst the lizardmen just noped out. I'm gonna go in with some corn red for those eyes now. Mr. Nurse quickly going upstairs to check on Wee Man. We've been streaming for nearly 2 hours, and I'm gonna leave it at the 2-hour mark, so another 15 minutes or so. And he's still asleep this entire time. I'm very impressed by. There he goes, he's got his red eyes. They're kind of replaced by like stones, so it's all for the red. Otherwise I would have gone for a yellow, I think. Now I'm going to pick up some warp stone below for the stones. Yeah, I like that looks. That's a good colour. Supposed to art the match with Lizard Men and the Tomb Kings. Is there Hell Pit Abomination in the Skaven collection? Is there?
Pretty sure there is. Yeah, that's your Hell Pit Abomination.
There is Hell Pit Abomination. Cool. For the pustules that are on the raw flesh, I'm going to go in with some Xandri dust. Eat that word.
Hell Pit Abomination is cool.
Between that and the Doom World, those are my favourite models.
I actually think the Vermin King for Skaven is probably the coolest model.
Vermin King?
Yeah. It's like the centerpiece, one of the centerpieces for Skaven. He is a really cool model.
Just doing a quick touch of a rack off flesh there. Once that dries, I will do my Xandri dust pustules.
That's the badger.
Lord Screech, chosen by the Great Horned Rat. I was like, oh yeah, I'm almost ready to shade, and then I remembered I have to paint each individual piece of fur that is left on this figure. It's very cool. So I'm going to go for about 10 minutes, and then I'll end it. Because painting these individual hairs onto this rat is going to take me a while. But for that, I'm using Abaddon Black.
Could dry brush it.
I could, but it would then risk going all over the rack flesh.
I'll be careful.
I think it'd be too dangerous. I don't want to have to go through and retouch everything.
Gonna be dangerous, my friend.
All that fur loot's painful to paint. Yeah, it's going to be really painful to paint. If I had a shade paint, like or a contrast, I could have done that. And then like gone over with a contrast paint, started with a lighter base, contrast painted all of the fur, and then filled in the light areas. That could have also worked and saved me a lot of time. So it's not even like there's like a lot of fur on this model. I meant on the Vermin King, but yes, on the Ogre as well, yes. You may have just heard a very girly meow then. Our 14-year-old girl's just come over to say hello.
I'm really looking forward to Mrs. Nerd.
Very distinguished, yeah.
Look forward to Mrs. Nerd doing the Ember Guard Skaven, because they are really cool models. But our local shop did give us a load of
Free stuff.
free stuff in the last one.
It was very nice of him.
They're all like the old Underworlds box sets. So we've got a load of cards and a load of free units, which aren't sold anymore, which is pretty cool.
He just gave them to us for free, which was very nice. Spent like 2 hours teaching us how to play it properly, and then gives a bunch of free stuff as like a reward. Like, you did well, here's free stuff. Seems like you're loyal customers, absolutely.
To be fair, the amount of coffee we buy the guy,
Yeah.
every time we go, they're always getting some treats, some sweet treats and some coffee. I think we paid for all the Warhammer he's given us for free.
Yeah, that's probably why. It's not actually free, like we just paid for in coffees. That's going to actually okay. More daunting than it actually is. Yeah, we guarantee to go in at least once a month to our local store. Speaking of which is next week. For obviously at the mini of the month. Excuse me.
We used to go there once a week.
Either once a week or once every
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Play.
I've gone ahead and just like really watered down this black paint. And I'm just in like the gentlest strokes brushing it over the furs, and it seems to be doing the trick okay. Our 14-year-old girl still just sat between us, waiting for me to stop streaming so she can have some cuddles, I think. She's had dinner. She just wants attention. I'm missing her playing a game, so she's just sat there. She's like, one of you will give me proper love in a minute. I will have fuss. I think we'll leave it at that for tonight, actually. Just make sure my brush is properly cleaned off. He's coming together pretty nicely. I'm happy with him so far, because I've got a lot of fur to do. And then on to shading and then the fun stuff, which will be highlighting to really bring out the gore and stuff, to make this look really cool. But thank you so much for getting up early, Book, to come and watch us paint our rat ogre boy. It was greatly appreciated. Lovely talking with you the entire time. Anybody who was watching, thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate it. We'll be back again tomorrow. We'll be continuing on with our commission pieces for the lovely sign with blood here. A lot done in 2 hours. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how far we got, but we've still got a lot of hours left to do, and there are 3 of these in total, so I have a lot of work yet to do. But tomorrow we'll be continuing on with our Nighthaunt Chainrasps, so if you're interested in that, then please make sure you tune in for tomorrow's stream. So anyway, thank you everybody. Hope you have a lovely evening. Book, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Hope D&D goes well for you tonight. Hope you have a lovely time, and we will see you guys next time. Bye for now, guys.
Bye.
Bye.